Glad
Yeah,
you're outside doing maybe something you like a little bit better now.
yeah,
Um,
much better work environment.
yeah, yeah, and that's great. And love to see you happy and on your path, man. Chevy said the 70s called and they want their seat covers back. Chevy taking some jabs right now, but Chev, don't make us bring out the gross beans again. We don't make us start talking about Bean Boozled, you know?
Somebody may or may not have a clip of some very, very noticeable sounds on that gross bean incident for Chevy Stream.
Damn, I joined just after the gross beans. He looked like he was recovering from them. But yes, it sounded like they didn't go over so well. So
That was a fun day.
yeah, yeah, for us maybe, but we were at least proud of him for pulling through it. You know, he came to a point where he was just about ready to get off, but glad that he could get through it and make it through his 12-hour stream.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh, TW and DNL asking, what is the story behind your flag?
This is Blackbeard's ship, Queen Anne's Revenge flag.
Hmm.
Yeah, I'm from North Carolina, and there's a lot of pirate history on our coast, and I've always been enthused with the Blackbeard.
What was Blackbeard's story? It looks is that like a martini glass in his right hand? And I doubt it, but
Yeah, it definitely looks like some kind of goblet that he may have drank from.
uh huh. And then stabbing hearts with the left hand, huh?
Yeah, yeah, that was what he flew on his ship.
Nice.
And there's always the
Uh,
stories of the ghost of Blackbeard haunting Beaufort and Morehead City and all the areas, and especially around where they sunk his ship off of the inlet of the Outer Banks.
hmm. Yeah, that's cool to have that uh kind of that far back history. I mean, obviously Texas is a little bit different in where we come from, but it's cool to, that's been one of the greatest things about Twitch, right? And yeah, you're just on the east coast of the US, but how different it can be out there. Have people like TW and Chevy Guy teaching us about the Midwest. And then, going even outside of that, Freaky and Owen and those guys over in Europe. I don't know, it's just been great, to get out of your little area and be able to kind of get a little more cultured maybe, or at least for myself, I feel that way.
Absolutely, I love seeing like you just said, everybody all around the world that we get to see and experience what they have and where they go and what they make and all the different places they'll take us. And I did not get a chance to make it to the coast this year, but maybe next year when I get down there, I was going to do like a Blackbeard pirate tour in the area that I hang out down there, and go to a house that he lived in and a church that there was an incident that happened down there. I don't want to ruin it because it's a lot of fun and a really cool story down there, like
Wow.
an IRL stream of a Blackbeard tour.
Heck yeah. Yeah, looking forward to it. And then one more thing that I think you can add to your 44 your dream of doing 44 different things on the channel, right? So,
Yeah.
what number are you up to?
We counted it up the other night, and I think we were at 18.
Yeah, very good. That's great. I mean, I've been streaming somewhat consistently for 2 years, and I can, maybe we've done 5 different streams, but yeah, it's always great to see your variety.
Well, a few of those have a lot to do with the Craftsman Guild. Three of them are the challenges with the pumpkin carving, the gunpowder burn, and then the wand making.
Yeah. Oh, that gunpowder burn was awesome.
Yeah, yeah, that was
Nothing,
fun.
nothing like not knowing what to expect and having it live on stream. If you guys didn't see, Tatum did it was a burned map, right? You were burning the outside of North Carolina and maybe the fish and stuff in the middle.
Yeah, hang on.
Um, yeah. Just got some gunpowder, poured it in a groove, and lit it on fire live on stream. There's a great clip from that. Hold it up just a little bit more. Your desk is covering it. There you go.
Oh, oh, my desk. I see it now.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
got you.
Mm-hmm. It went so fast, right, Mouse? And literally, up in a flash. So, yeah, that was a
That
great
was
project.
bottoms for Bad Dad there.
What are those little feet?
Try again.
Hard to tell. 40. Oh, they're fours. They're fours. I see them. Yep. That's the best bottom for Bad Dad there. Nice. Sorry, I don't have my glasses on, chat. Settle down. Settle down. Owen says that you've got horns, and speaking of horns, this is not an official sports chat, but I mentioned it earlier, and I've got to brag on my horns a little bit for their basketball performance the other night against number 2 Gonzaga. So I've all of
Yeah,
a sudden, we're talking about football letting me down, but all of a sudden got a little bit of hope for a team actually performing this year.
yeah, and college basketball is absolutely wide open, and it really started last year with like the transfer portal that opened up to allow student athletes to go anywhere and play immediately rather than having to wait another year and then play.
Right?
And even now, more and more athletes are going to different schools, and not necessarily big schools, but a school that they know that they'll get some serious playing time, and those teams are excuse me, are playing really well early. So it's going to be very interesting to see what happens come March and April.
Definitely, and still a long way between now and then, but it's nice to at least have some hope, right? And I think,
Yeah,
if y'all don't know, Tatum is a diehard Tar Heels fan, North Carolina fan, and I think, you guys are always obviously competitive, and having made it to the national championship, but just falling a little bit short last year, you have to be at least feeling pretty optimistic for this season too.
yeah. And when they released their hype video right before the season, they kind of broke down what they felt like happened at the end of the game to cause the loss at the
Hmm.
championship game, and they boiled it down to one box out. And I thought it was really interesting because I went back and watched the second half of the game, and because they were ahead 15 points at halftime, and sure enough, like
Yeah.
every little thing was kind of backed up until that one incident where they didn't box out. Kansas got the rebound, made the shot, and that was it.
Yeah, I mean, it has to be heartbreaking to watch, like you said, especially after such a big first half lead, but that's how it goes, right? So,
Yeah, and honestly, that that loss in the national championship game was it did not hurt nearly as bad because of the game before that, ousting Duke and Coach K in his final collegiate matchup, which
yep.
that's the biggest win ever for UNC basketball against Duke, number one, and maybe in almost aside from the national championships, easily the biggest wins against Duke were these last two.
Yeah, and being huge underdogs too, right? Y'all were not supposed to beat Duke, I don't think, in either game. So,
No,
but
they
rivalry
do.
games are always like that.
Yeah, they Duke won the first one last season, and then UNC won the second one at Duke, and then they met up in the national championship game, which was already unlikely. Like you look at the bracket and you're like, oh yeah, like they're going to meet up in the Final Four. Well, here we are. Everybody have a heart attack today.
Right? Yeah, that's what I love about sports, and love, just watching the whole thing. So, just helps when your team is competitive as well.
Yeah. And for when we do, if and when we do get back to the sports talk, I'll have some information for you soccer and football fans. And I don't mean American football, but I'm brushing up on the soccer for you folks, Owen, and any
Well,
others.
I don't know if Owen cares at all about any sports, but maybe we can educate him some and get him involved a little bit. Come on. A little bit of sports is good for everybody, I think. You got to get the
Yeah, it's not
competitive
for everybody, but there's a small crowd amongst us that enjoy a little bit of it.
for sure. And yeah, the World Cup is coming up. When is the U.S.'s first game? Because I know they're playing England as well. I think they're in the same little division or whatever.
Yeah, that's coming up soon. And
Yeah.
about that, it's in Qatar. Is that right?
Yeah.
Their soccer, I think, is probably one of the biggest beer drinking sports on the planet, and they're not allowed to drink at the games. Like there are only very few designated areas in hotels that they're allowed to consume alcohol over there.
Yeah, and I read about that, and I think they said that in Brazil, whenever they hosted it last time, they made them change their laws. Maybe not make them, maybe that's a strong word, but highly encouraged them to change their laws in order to be able to drink alcohol at the stadiums. But yeah, I guess Qatar is a little different. So
Yeah, and I think when it's money driven, Qatar can just say, okay, well, we're not changing our laws. We're filthy rich as it is. But other
yeah,
countries, and even in America, they would change the laws to suit others to make that buck. But they don't really need to in the oil rich countries that are running things like that.
yeah. I
All right,
saw a
didn't
reporter.
mean to get political.
This is light politics. We can have discussions about this stuff without choosing sides or anything, right? So. Um, but yeah, I mean, I saw like a reporter being harassed as well just for filming on the side of the road. They had like a golf cart pull up and they were saying that they were going to break their camera and stuff. And so it just seems, I don't know much about that area. But yeah, interesting culture it seems. And yeah,
Yeah,
uh, saw a Netflix special related to FIFA and the countries. Yeah, definitely a lot of corruption. I know FIFA has been accused and probably found guilty on a lot of corruption and stuff. So that's tough for sure. Fair few Middle East countries only have laws like that for locals. Oh, really? So travelers that would make sense that people traveling in they would want to boost their their tourist revenue. So
yeah,
anyway, yeah, that's tough, Owen. Right, Mouse for sure, and we do a pretty good job, I think, in our community of staying out of like the thick politics and stuff. But I always welcome it and enjoy having these type of conversations. But Tatum, I know you're
yeah.
starting your stream, I think, here in about 30 minutes, so don't want to keep you too long, but I did have to ask if you had any plans for the Craftsman's Guild challenge and getting an ornament made here in the next couple of weeks.
Yeah, I've been working on one.
Yeah, you gonna show it on stream or is it gonna be a secret? You gonna pull a Chevy?
I've well, and I'm taking a page out of Chevy's book. I've been working on it for a little while. So yeah, I'll have one ready.
Very good. Very
Yeah,
good.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I've
I
got to
was
get going
pretty
on mine. Go
I was
ahead.
pretty wide open in showing the process from start to finish on the wands. I figure I would go the opposite direction this time.
Well, I mean, it was nice. I really liked what we did. Some people in the guild suggested to do categories last time. I can't remember. I think yours placed second overall, but I think did win
I was,
maybe most
I was
creative,
third.
third overall.
I was third overall. Yeah, yeah.
Did you win one of the categories as well? Or maybe I know you were top three in at least a couple of them. So
Yeah, yeah. Mecca got best story. I got placed second in that one, and then third overall. And then Call and I tied for third in whatever. I'm sorry, I can't remember that category, but we tied for third in another category.
yeah, I'm having a hard time remembering right now too. But yeah, I remember seeing your name. And if you guys didn't see Tatum's wand, made a really cool fishing themed wand. Also with a stand with some items that he found at the bottom of the lakes and stuff that he pulled up. So again, super creative. And Tatum, you just have artistic ability that is way beyond me. So
Not at
always love
all.
seeing what you come up with.
Thank you. I appreciate it, and keep doing what you're doing because that's part of the reason I'm here and other people as well. Is your stream and encouragement has really kind of pushed me along. The challenges have pushed me along and helped me get back into a creative mind kind of way. So I appreciate it.
Yeah, I thank you for those words, and yeah, I mean, without you guys, this would be nothing, and very lucky to have met you early on in this adventure, and yeah, glad to still have you around. Become good friends with you,
Oh yeah,
so we'll let you go,
BT4L.
bud. But yeah, man, want to thank you for stopping by today. Again, it was pretty impromptu, but I really have enjoyed having these conversations with you guys. Just kind of again breaking up the monotonous content of what we typically do here. So appreciate you stopping by, and I hope
Yeah,
you have a
man.
great stream tonight.
See y'all later.
Yep, sounds good. Later, Tatum. All right, so that was the Tatum 44. Let me give him a shout out real quick. Tatum is going to be streaming here in just about 30 minutes, and again, going to be working on some of his Etch-a-Sketch art. Would highly encourage you guys to go give Tatum a follow, and he'll be on late night and typically streams a few times a week. So yeah, just want to thank Tatum for joining again. And again, I want to try to get more of y'all involved in this way, even if it's just a short chat like that. Figure out what you got going on in your life and try to promote what you're doing and all that stuff at the same time. So yeah, cheers to Tatum, and thanks to him for joining us today. I did a thing today, posted my first ever IG reel. Congratulations, Owen. Maybe we should need to go take a look. I know we've had our discussions about IG. I know at one point, Owen, your thinking was that you didn't like to post often, so whenever you did, they would boost it through the roof. But wait, can I? Oh, okay, here it is. Owen also did a stream recently. this cover picture here, Owen, makes you look a little bit like a ghost, and maybe that was a ghost there that was selling at the event. But hold on, that may be a little loud. How do we turn this down a little bit? Go. Oh, the setup. That must have been in the early hours of okay. Got a little bop in there. Uh-huh. That's a good idea, Owen. Oh, you did a time lapse of your whole market, huh? Seven hours and nothing happening takes only 4 minutes if you play at 100% speed. 100x speed, I mean. I like this a lot, Owen. Good idea. Got a little catchy music. Better not be DMCA. What through the roof? I don't know, 1010. I don't remember what I said. But what up, 1010? Happy Friday. What up, Leah? Welcome in. I was lurking on your stream a little bit last night whenever I think TW rated in there, right? So I hope you enjoyed your stream, and yeah, good to see you. Good to see you streaming. Post it. What did I say? How have I had so many clippable moments tonight? They would boost it through the roof. Boost it. They boost it. Boost B 1010. Owen's already clipped me saying some things out of context. What are all these out of context clips today? Shit. I can't get any slack around here. All right, let's clean up this area a little bit. Actually, we're just about to start sanding again, so we'll get it going. What are we doing on time? 2 hours and 20 minutes, perfect. That little 30-minute Tatum chat that's gonna help us get to our numbers for the day, our stream time. So good to see you too. Also, Boyd out of context. Yeah, this one. Thank you, Chevy. I'm down for the sucking of the heads, getting all that nice
that nice head juice out of there. I'm down for the sucking of the heads. Getting
Well,
up.
damn it. We were talking about crawfish, damn it. We were talking about the delicious crawfish and the delicious head juice that can come out of them. Dang it. That wasn't even the one I was thinking of. Why? Why today? Is it? I haven't even had any beers. We haven't even done any drinking today to justify these clips. I can't win anything. I entered into chat hearing that. Oh, nice, Chev. Nice. Chev, when are you going to be? I saw you talking about picking up your stream and maybe doing some more streaming soon. You have any plans on when you're going to go live again, Chev? Didn't know that about me, but I don't judge. I mean, 10. You know I'm half Louisianan. And with that, if you're from Louisiana and you don't suck heads, then I don't know what you're doing. You're gonna get kicked out. They'll take away your Louisiana card. So, update. I'm still not IG famous cosplay time. I mean, Mama, you could try it out and see how it works out for you. Right? That's what this time is about. Is about experimenting with the content and seeing what works best. Right? So, I don't know. Try it out. Not sure if y'all are in Moko Streamer there, but I got a notification from Twitch mobile app that was eligible for affiliate. Congratulations, Leah. Very good, very good. That's a very important step to growing your stream, right? It feels good to get that affiliateship, get some emotes, and give people the option to be able to support you as well. So, congratulations, Leah. That's awesome. Way to go. So glad I don't have a hot tea right now. Would you have just spit it out everywhere? I will say though, after last night, you guys know that my has this even any reels that gone viral yet? My throat was a little scratchy, and I did have some Momo provided green tea and honey last night. I think that did help some. So I don't know. I feel like I've been yelling again all day today. I think I yell whenever it's super loud in here. So yeah, well, we may need some more tonight. Boyd forgot something. Wait, what is this one, Owen? Oh, I do know this one. This is the one I was thinking about. So, oh, you know what I forgot to do? Shit. That was wrongfully clipped. That was, you got too much of the orange drinking. So, oh, you know what I forgot to do? Shit. That was clipped out of context. I don't know. I don't know what that one was about. That was wrong. That was fake news. Half Louisiana, and that's right, Leah. My mom is from Louisiana. My mom is full Cajun, but my dad is Texan. I wasn't even born here. I was born in Arizona, so. Eat the chip? Yeah, I don't think Mama's eating the chip. Which is a good idea, I think. That thing is not meant for human consumption. So I don't blame you, Momo, on that. 94% Wisconsinite. Nice. I thought about giving you guys a bean redemption stream to make up for all the beans I didn't eat. Possibly tonight, possibly tomorrow. Oh, Chev. You know, Chev, at least if you're gonna do that, you're not locked into a 12-hour stream, right? So if you do decide to do that, you can just eat the beans, and if your tummy starts hurting again, you can just log off real quick, right? There's no obligation to stay on. Maybe that's a better way to do it. Oh, no soda. Yeah, I think the sour soda and the milk. I think that was tough. That's a tough mixture, along with everything else. So 6% North Dakotan. I'll never forget. I consider hiring an attorney for breach of verbal contract. I still got a bunch of them, Momo. I still got a bunch of those green teas left. There was a lot in there. I think there was like 50. So I've still got quite a few. But thank you for that again. That was big, nice. Raise up the camera just a little bit. Maybe we'll just do that. You guys can get some hook'em horns in the background. Let's go. But don't sue me, Texas, please. Don't sue me for this. Free advertising. Hey, sounds good, Jacob. Thanks for being here, buddy. Have a good weekend, Jacob. Some cold cut. Tatum, you out as well? Enjoy your stream tonight, Tatum. You heading out? Maybe don't speak for everyone. Got a picture company. No, that's not a perfect clip. That's a country song? Later, Tatum. We'll catch up with you later, my friend. I'm gonna have to hand sand the edges, I think. We're not going back to the orbital sander. The pneumatic orbital sander, I mean. So when we raise the grain as well, you can all of a sudden start to feel the all of the glue up lines, right? So I think the glue expands a little bit as well. Maybe that's just the wood expanding at different rates. I'm not sure, but something is expanding a little bit. Do you happen to know what the royalty tax is? I don't, Liam. Not even Chip may go down as one of the biggest disappointments on Twitch. Second only to Calamity not twerking. Oh, Tencent. Yeah. That second bit you mentioned. That was a day. That was a day, Tencent. Yep. I am in agreement with you on that one. That was a mess for sure. I made paint. Nice, Momo. I know you were thinking about doing it on stream, but I think we ran out of time, so I think that's a really good idea to make some custom paint colors and sell those as well. You can get some Teddy Pearl colors, and I have no idea how you make paint. You just add like mica powders and stuff to it? Alright, I'm caught up with chat. Sorry. Got a little behind me. Yeah, Tencent, some of the things that you see over the years, it's just challenge, but Tencent, you also said that you can't even handle Taco Bell mild sauce. So what do you think? Momo would have been dying. He would have been hurting big bad if she would have eaten the one chip. I thought you liked hot sauce though, Momo. I pushed the envelope. My brother gave me some hot sauces. That some of them are super spicy. They've got like scorpion peppers and stuff in them. And I had some of those on my pizza today, and my lips are burning some. But I kind of secretly like that pain. Not when it's too bad, but when it's just a little bit of spice burn, I like it. What kind of wood did you use to make the iridescent looking cutting board? Let's see, Leah, which one? This one here? This one, it's really hard to tell. You'll be able to see it more whenever the oil gets on it. This one is maple and cherry, but the dark one, if you're talking about this one, it is walnut, but I think it's two different pieces of walnut. This piece in the middle is a little bit darker and different shade than the walnut on the outside, but both of them are black walnut, and then the little dashes are maple. So that's going to provide a really nice contrast, and the walnut's going to get very dark once it gets finished. No doubt Momo is tougher than you. The paint is pigment and acrylic mixing medium. Making glow paints first. I want really high quality pigmented paints for resin and acrylic work. Cool. Well, and being able to provide those to people and sell those on your site, I think is a really good idea. So awesome. Oh, the nuts are definitely worse, Tencent. The death nuts are 100% worse. But yeah, the one chip is still bad. But yeah, the 5 levels of the death nuts and how much
how many nuts there are in each little level. There was like 5 peanuts per level, and the 5th ones are just pure hell. I did not have like the stomach cramps and want to die feeling from the one ship like I did for the Death Nuts. We were all actually dying. Like I would do the one ship, I think, again, maybe for the right something, but I will never do the Death Nuts again. Those are too dangerous. Thanks, Momo. Really pretty when you wet it on stream yesterday. Nice. Thanks, Leah. We will hopefully here in just about 30 minutes or so be oiling these, and the oil really brings out the dark colors and stuff. So yeah, that should be happening very soon. Okay. So this last sanding step goes really quickly. This one's maybe done. Let's try it again. Could you hear yourself on stream at all? I had you on a tab on the laptop on semi-low volume. No, I couldn't, Liam. But I wasn't streaming when you were last night. I had already gotten off, but maybe you were watching the VOD? But nope. On for a little bit? Okay. Now, whenever because I raided in the TW, and then I made some dinner, and then I think by the time I got back, TW had already raided into you. I think that's what happened at least. Raided standing, yeah, okay. Yeah, I just saw you live a little bit after I'd already gotten off. Yeah, thanks for having me on as well while you were streaming. When do you plan on streaming again, Liam? I like this one as well. The purple heart is going to look really nice in there. I've only made one other cutting board with purple heart, but I think that one's going to look nice. So I'll remind you guys again, next week is going to be a big week of streaming for many other people in our community. Momo will be doing her drop on Sunday starting at 2 p.m. Eastern. So we're excited about that. Kits Creations, another big member of this community. Him and his wife are going to be on Babe Roth's stream on Tuesday night doing a drop there. And then on Wednesday, we just got word that 29 Fireflies and our good friend Work Lettuce 3 are going to be streaming together because Lettuce is in New Jersey. So they may be doing a stream from 20's place. So yeah, lots of good stuff happening next week. Looking forward to all of those streams. So. And I think I mentioned it earlier, but I think our stream schedule will be concluded with a rave. No. I think we'll just be streaming on Monday and Tuesday next week. Possibly Wednesday if we need it, but schedule will just be Monday and Tuesday. We also have a sale going on in our shop right now if you guys haven't had a chance to look. But most of our items are 15% off. We also have the ability to pre-order cutting boards there. And Walnut's been working on a few banners and stuff. I know Momo's been a big fan of Canva for a long time, but Walnut's been using it to design we're going to get a new banner for our market tent setup and a few other things that she's been designing in Canva and really likes it. So that's been cool. So yeah, I don't know. Lots of stuff. Yeah, 20's still here. I love Purple Heart. Started work on a picture frame with walnut maple Purple Heart. Oh, nice, high tech. That'll be beautiful, I'm sure. Last night was the longest you have streamed. Nice, TW. That's it's good to push yourself sometimes. And you know, the nice thing is, TW, is once you get in the zone, hours can go by very quickly, right? And especially sometimes, like when you first get started streaming, and there's not too many people to talk to, and things can get a little slow. But yeah, I'm glad that you were pushing yourself a little bit last night. What up, Tropics? Welcome in. Happy Friday. Hey, sounds good, 20. Thanks for stopping by. I'm sure we'll catch up with you this weekend sometime. So have yourself a good night. And yeah, chat with you soon. 4 hours, nice, Liam. I think 4 hours is if you can do it, I think 4 hours is a good amount of time, right? I typically try and go at least that much. Sometimes we cut it a little short at like 3 or 3.5, but typically 4 hours is kind of what I shoot for. I think that allows enough people, time for people to get in and hang around, right? Because typically the first, I don't know, 10 minutes to hour of your stream, people are still kind of trying to get settled and to get into your stream, right? So I think I like 4 to 5 hours myself whenever I stream. Hello, Troptics. How you doing, buddy? What's new with you? All right, so we've got the tops and the bottoms feeling really smooth and soft. Now we just need to touch up the side bevels and the sides here. And we're just going to do that by hand. 12 hours or bust, Chev? Yeah. Yeah, Chev just stacks it all up into one stream. So that is one way to do it as well. I've done a couple 12-hour streams. I've done one 24-hour stream, but those can get very long. You gotta really plan. You gotta like plan meals and stuff whenever you're doing a long stream like that, and that's tough. It's a lot of work. I also started earlier, so Mom was out. Figured she was gonna want to spend time with me outside of streaming. Breaking my time and broadcast from there. It's cool that you could work around that schedule. Let me get right there, Cameron. Go get my clamp real quick. Yeah, we're lucky that we don't typically have too many distractions around here. But Walnut's also she's been kind of helping out with another kind of local business. So she hasn't been able to help as much here or with the stream and with all this stuff as she normally does, but she seems to be enjoying her time doing that and kind of doing something a little different. So just have some milk and sour soda and you won't have to eat. Chevy's secret to streaming for 12 hours and not having to eat is just give yourself a stomach ache, make yourself feel really queasy, and where food just sounds totally disgusting. And that's it, huh, Chef? Wow. I never thought about that before. What an idea. Poor Chef. Poor Chef. Yeah, you were having a rough time there for a minute, Chef. Had to cut back on the trolling. I was trolling for a while, and then I realized you were actually in pain, and then I started to feel bad. So had to cut it back there for a while. Sounds really unhealthy, yeah? It's not recommended by 99 out of 100 doctors, I would say. The new curdle diet, it's all the rage these days. Start a fermentation process in your stomach. Ugh. Ugh. Yeah, that's not good. Chevy is living in 3022. He's on the next level, right, Old Drum? How's it going, buddy? Welcome in, Old Drum. I cut back? Hey, I did, Chev. You can review the tapes. I was the one telling you you could get off stream and it would be okay, all right? Look. Do I over troll sometimes? Probably, yes. But I try to have some sympathy because I know what it's like to be in that position. I know that eating those beans sucks. I know that chocolate bar, if you end up eating that, that's gonna suck. So if I troll, it's because I love. Is the 100th Dr. Chevy? Yes. Yes, it is. Dr. Chev. Him and Dr. Disrespect both went to the same got the same doctorate degree. So they're both living in the future while we're just living here in 2022. It's pretty crazy it's about to be 2023 though. Did I hear about the Victorian era's solution to hiccups? No, what is it? What is it, Liam? Baby Ross and Walnut were my only true friends that day. That's fair. Baby Ross was being very supportive because she also knows what that pain is like. So yes, she was being very supportive the whole time. There was not much trolling coming from her side. But it's also a lot fresher. Like she's been doing those challenges very recently. I did those beans. That was probably like 3 or 4 months ago at this point. So I don't think my memory is as fresh. But I did get attacked by Moo. And when you get attacked by Moo, things never go well. You're going to end up in some pain. Or SWK, because SWK is the one that made us eat the level 5 Death Nut. So there's some real... at least I'm not them, right, Chev? I mean, they're very supportive of the channel, and I'm trolling when I say that, but did it involve bleeding to cure your hiccups? I don't know. I feel like I can never get rid of them. Even like only thing I know is to hold your breath, but I feel like that doesn't really do a whole lot. Moon SWK are public enemy number 1. Yes, I agree. That's why Moose said he doesn't want to stream because there's too many people that want to get him back, and I would be right there. I would be in the front of the line, just waiting. So yeah, he's been out there for a long time causing pain with his love as well. But look, just don't go to war with Moo. That's all I can say. Any streamer out there that doesn't know Moo. DC BINU today. That's Moo. See him in your chat on a day that you're doing a spicy challenge or something. Just go ahead and act like you got an internet problem and get off stream as quickly as you can. There's about to be Painhead. Bullets in your VOD, courtesy of Binge Scott's Quintessential Miscellany. Nice. I don't get him too often, thankfully. Lana sometimes has a couple drinks and then she starts getting a little hiccupy. But I don't get him too often, thankfully. Well, laudanum was just part of a healthy diet back then. I don't know what that is. Laudanum? Laudanum? That's a big error for us what that is. Who knew support could be so painful? Mouse, you're not wrong. Goodness. Yeah, it's been a ride. It's been a ride. I definitely have. The holes in my stomach I've named after different people in the community. SWK has got the level 5 Death Nut hole, the great hole that is continually open. And Moo has got the one from all of those spicy and gross Bean Boozleds that he was so nice to give us a couple months ago. So, yeah, not good. Laudanum was liquid opium. Where the laudanum at? I actually don't even know what opium does. Is opium a hallucinogen? I feel like I only know it. I don't know. I mean, I've seen like acid trip simulations and stuff like that, but I don't know if I've seen an opium simulation. Highly addictive. It's like morphine. I see. So kind of makes you kind of sluggish and pain free. This one is heavy. Maybe it's not that much heavier. Purple Heart is definitely heavier than other woods, but I don't think there's enough Purple Heart in this to actually cause a difference. Morphine is a derivative of opium and heroin. Probably just a kind of general euphoric feeling, huh? Yeah, try it once in the right environment, but yeah, I don't need to get hooked on that kind of stuff. Ain't nobody got time for addictions like that. Ain't nobody got time, ain't nobody got money. To stay addicted to alcohol. Speaking of, actually we don't have any beers in the fridge. I drank the last one last night. Rip. I was a good boy and didn't get any from the grocery store today. That's my problem. If they're in the fridge, I'm going to drink them. But if they're not in the fridge, then it's okay. I don't need them. But Teddy makes me sluggish. Always gets in my way. Little guy needs to be a part of everything. He's probably just feeling so light and energetic, Mama. Now that he doesn't have all that hair. He's got his fresh new coat. Byproduct of your body makes it by breaking down heroin. Yikes. That's T-Bell money. That's right. And until we can get into office and create those create those regulations on the Taco Bell prices, we gotta save up for T-Bell. Damn it! I really want T-Bell now, Momo. Shame. But Walnut's not going to let me because we just got a new HelloFresh in today. But I forgot to pick the meals. That's the worst. Although the meals that they sent are okay, but I like when I can customize them. It was so commonplace back then. You could just like get it from the pharmacy, just like Advil or something. Now, you got till Monday to restock. What's happening on Monday, Chev? There's definitely going to be drinking whenever we get with Walnut's family next week. It's always a given there. Opium is probably healthier than T-Bell. I do think he feels really good. He's bouncier, eating better, cuddlier, and playing more. Nice, Momo. Chevy, you take that back. Take that back. Don't be hating on our T-Bell, all right? Nothing wrong with it. T-Bell is a fair meal that we as Americans deserve to have. I don't know. I don't know what it is about it. Probably all the sodium. Probably all the fake flavor that they put into it, but damn, is it good? $5 for a meal? Come on now, that's what I'm saying.
what I'm saying. Prices have gotten a little higher recently, which we're a little sad about, but still, you can't beat those prices that you get from Taco Bell when you compare them to any other fast food restaurant. It's just a quality place. A happy Tedster, that's right. Opium doesn't liquefy your insides. Very nonstop squeaks from his chewing lamb chop. You know, our dogs love those. Oh, I never did the puppy time to start the stream, did I? Random Tinker was trying to remind me, but I totally forgot. Our puppies love those wood stick bones that they got. They just chomp on those all day. That's their new entertainment, and it's great. Package on the way Monday. Hopefully it gets there. Awesome, Chev. I will. Oh, that's why you're saying. That's why you're saying. So we got to test out the new koozie. That's right, Chev. For science, we got to test out the new koozie and coasters that we're getting from Chevy. Oh, yeah. That's it. Just like when we were testing the bottle openers. I mean, I don't want to drink this beer, but koozie's got to be filled with something. That's not for Cokes. My close friends came over and Teddy Dorsey is all over on the sofa and even fell asleep on her. Ted. Young Ted. Honestly, I can tell you the last time I had Taco Bell. Well, TW, you guys do a good job of eating fresh food, I feel like. And I think that's admirable. It's just hard. It's just hard not to sometimes. It's late at night and you just have that craving for a little T-Bell. And I'm lucky enough to have them very close to me too, so I just gotta satisfy that craving every now and then. Give those starving puppies treats. All right, I will, RT. I got one more after this. We'll clean these off, and we'll have a little downtime, and we'll give these puppies some treats. They're not starving though. We've noticed Millie. I think Millie's trying to get a little extra insulation for this winter, so we gotta cut back on her food intake a little bit, but. She's just trying to live her best life, and I don't blame her for it, but she's getting a little thick in her thighs, you know what I'm saying? So she's 2 C's thick right now, but we got to watch out. We don't want her to be 3 C's thick. That's when it becomes a little too unhealthy. How do you know if letting him doesn't liquefy your insides? That's right, Leah. How does Chevy know? Has he tried it before? I really like using Pirate Ship. Yeah, Pirate Ship is the best, Chev. And you get great discounts from it, so we use it for most of our orders. We'll sometimes compare because we've got Shopify shipping and Etsy shipping too. Actually, most of the time, whenever we get Etsy orders, we'll just ship them from Etsy. But you can import Shopify orders really easily. I don't know if you're able to do that with Ko-Fi as well. But Babe Ross coming up in here. What up, Babe Ross? So much for the 9 months.
Nympha baby.
Nympha baby. Yo, let's go. Thank you so much for the 9-month resub, Babe Ross. Thank you for being here tonight. Hope your Friday is going great. And yeah, nice stream last night. You were saying, Babe Ross, that you didn't like that painting that you were doing, but I'm telling you that the way you bring life to your art is just incredible, and obviously doing it live and teaching people along the way, just really good. So nice work. Kits is in here too. Kits is of course doing a shop drop, his first ever shop drop with the wife. They're going to be doing that on Babe Ross's channel on Tuesday. So I was mentioning that we've got a big week next week for our community.
starting with on Sunday with Momo's drop at 2 p.m. Eastern. And then on Tuesday is going to be Kits Creations drop with his wife, Mrs. Rando, on Babe Ross's stream. They're going to be doing that on Tuesday. I can't remember the exact time. If you guys want to share what time that is starting, that would be great. And then on Wednesday, like I was saying, we just heard that 29 Fireflies is going to be streaming with Work to Let Us 3 happening on Wednesday. So Ko-Fi is in that advance. I want to switch to Shopify sometime. Ko-Fi is great and low cost, but I want to be fancy sometime soonish. Yeah. The only problem with Shopify, Momo, is obviously the cost of it. $30 being the minimum for a site. So I think that's the only downside, especially if you're only doing shop drops and only make sales every few months. It can be a little challenging, but that's not the plan for the future, right? We gotta find some ways to make consistent sales. So, yeah, I do like the options on Shopify as well. All the chins. I tried as an anniversary gift. Yeah, it looks great, and I was excited. I asked a little bit last night about your boyfriend maybe doing some streams, and excited to hear that he still wants to. And I get that, what he does requires a lot of concentration and sometimes NDAs and stuff, but definitely always feel free. He can feel free to reach out to any of us, and would love to help him at least get some ideas for maybe what he would want to do for his shop stream. So definitely let him know that anytime my line, and I'm sure many others in the community, are always open for him to chat about. So yeah, I like Ko-Fi anyways. Nice to use. Yeah, it seems pretty straightforward, right, Chev? And I like their integration features. Like you can show, I think you can automatically get stream alerts. They have the tips and options to link directly with Twitch. Where with Shopify, I have to pay for, I like having those stream alerts whenever people buy stuff, but it's a service you have to pay for, so it kind of sucks. Been using this everywhere. Yo, thanks, Arkyros. Always, I like the bobs as well. I didn't know it would become my favorite emote on my channel, but you can't go wrong with the bobs. So yeah, thanks, Arkyros. I want the in-person integration on stream alerts like Boyd has, POS integration for markets. I forget what else. Yeah, the only problem is, Momo, we need to, I think LiDAR may be able to find us a way to do the stream alerts using our own software or whatever. So we need to hit up that robot LiDAR and see if he can help us with that. Maybe they'll have a Black Friday sale, possibly. Hey, I'm a Babe BF stream talk. I miss so much having to go to bed. Yeah, I don't know when it was last night, Kits, but yeah, it sounds like he does some machining and stuff, and we had the opportunity to meet him as well. He came to dinner whenever we had it with Babe Ross in California. So yeah, really good guy. Really enjoyed chatting with him. So yeah, that was a lot of fun. I really do wish we lived closer and could come visit more frequently, but I mean, with the plane tickets being so cheap, we'll probably make that probably make it at least an annual thing, as long as Saki's willing to have us and all that. But I love it out there, so hard to beat 75-degree weather whenever it's 100 degrees here in the summer for sure. Anyone else here? Code of Shopify Stream Alerts integration? I don't know. Shopify is a pain for extensions. They have to be hosted on a different server somewhere, which is partly why everything adds monthly costs. Then you start getting random configuration screens all over the place. Well, that sucks. It's not open source. Maybe like some of the other ones, Owen. Yeah. It's nice because it has so many integrations, but like you said, I feel like all of the integrations cost money and maybe aren't as open source friendly as some of the other platforms. I mean, my main thing why I chose Shopify was QuickBooks Online integration, and I also used to sell inventory, the same inventory across multiple sites like Etsy and Amazon. And I found some software that could integrate and manage inventory across multiple sites, and Shopify was on that. Wix was actually my favorite for designing a website. It was super user friendly and was cheaper than Shopify, but they didn't have too many integrations with Wix. All right, we are just about done. So we will hit all these corners real quick, make sure that things are smooth.
Okay,
Hey, why are we bamming? Why are we bamming, CW? Can we ban Boyd from his own stream for that? What?
Okay, drive it in.
Bam, 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 bam.
Makes parts for companies like Raytheon and NASA. I almost just called it NASA, like Trailer Park Boys, like Ricky. Trailer Park Boys for Raytheon and NASA and things. But he also 3D prints too. Big busy. We wants to get involved someday. Yeah. Yeah, like kind of what you're saying. Maybe someday, sometimes when he's got some off time or in between jobs. I think it'd be great. So, yeah. That's exciting. Why? What's wrong with Wix? Wix is, I mean, I don't know if y'all have tried their user interface.
Bam, 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 bam.
Bam, NASA. Dang, NASA space people. Look, my brain is fried. I've streamed 5 days in a row. My brain is fried, all right? We're finally back on our schedule. And I'm not used to it. I'm out of streaming shape, so give me a dang break. Shit. NASA for the naysayers. Let me catch up. Bam, Wix? Why? What's wrong? List of what is right with Wix is so much easier. 1, nothing. Owen, you cannot say for a newbie that WordPress is easy. I tried WordPress and I tried that stuff, but that is not easy for somebody who does not have website design experience. Because, well, let me close some dust collector ports. That is too difficult for me. So I just wanted something simple, and I thought Wix was it. So proud of bringing awesome. You're a wizard, Momo. Yeah, Momo's maybe. Oh, that would be an awesome collab. Momo makes some paint for Babe Ross to paint with. Yo, let's go. Limited edition collab right there. I'll take a cut of that. Thank you very much. I'll take a 50% cut on any sales from that collab. Thanks. Appreciate y'all. I'm sending her all the colors. Yeah, I think that'd be really cool though, actually. Find some ways to make some custom paints, maybe in some colors that Babe Ross wants for a project. Yeah. Oh, I make Teddy painting with it. That's right. Well, you know Momo is going to be making Teddy colors. There's no way that she's not going to be taking some inspiration from Teddy. So let's clean off this mat for LiDAR. Is LiDAR here? He always gets on to me for this mat being dirty. Finally going to clean it off. And he's not even going to be here to watch it. He said he never left. That robot said he never left. Lies. Where are all my paper towels? They up here? Oh. Where are all the paper towels at, though? Cutie, nosy black, nosy bridge white, rave Teddy.
That's right. That's right. Wait, I was looking for the Teddy tired, the Teddy tie emote, but it must be a bits badge. But I was really needing to use the Teddy tie emote this morning. Try getting your data out of Wix after you've been running a shop there for a while. Yeah, I'm sure it's got some downsides. Like I said, I quickly realized after I spent some time designing a website that there was pretty much no integrations with it, and I'm guessing that's why. The glow pink is pretty sheer, so that's interesting. I do web software engineering. Everything is easy. You really are a high-tech redneck, huh? Rednecks don't do coding. Only coding they do is figuring out how to make their truck, their diesel get more horsepower with the chip. You know what I'm saying, high-tech redneck? That's the only coding that I've ever known rednecks to do. You're on another level over there doing 3D printing, all that kind of stuff. I don't know. Seems very sus. Now you know how I got my name. Nice. It's funny. 25k bits. I see. I see. Teddy so tie. LiDAR is here. Well, he's just being a dirty lurker, Tink. Dirty lurker. All about the V8 gas-fed motors? Whoa. Oh, a redneck that doesn't like a diesel? Brother, you don't know the power of a dually with a good old Hemi in the engine. If you don't believe in that, I don't know. So satisfying to watch cleaning the mat. This is the content you've all been waiting for. He's not tie now. Squeak, squeak, squeak. A lot of glue on this mat. Those chips are great. Oh, the chips in the truck? TW? It is pretty crazy how those work. I just remember people back in high school talking about it, but I don't actually know what they do, and I'm pretty sure they give you like better gas mileage and stuff, right? That's a bad gadget. Diesel is for trucks, gas is for hot rods. That's what I'm saying. Although the problem with diesel, I remember when diesel used to be much cheaper than gasoline, but last time I looked in Texas, diesel was like $5 a gallon. And regular gasoline is like $3. So pretty sure aren't they worried about a diesel shortage happening over the winter? I was raised on old school rides, drove a 1949 Chevy AD in high school. Wow. Wow. Yeah, that's a 1949 that is a classic. Wow. My dad wanted me. He had a dream. My great grandfather drove a 1970 Chevy C10 truck. Really cool truck, steel body, looked really good. My dad had a dream of me driving it, and so we tore it all down, got some of the parts back in it, and then all of a sudden it sat, and it's been sitting for the past 15 years in his garage. So, yep, we never quite had the motivation to finish it, which is a shame. Have my pups had lamb chop toys? I don't think so, Momo. Like lamb chop inspired toys or like lamb chop flavored toys. No. What was I gonna get? Gloves. Should be cheaper. It's a byproduct of refining gas, but it's $5.50 here. Yeah, that's wild. Guessing that's why, with everything else happening in the world and stuff, that I'm guessing that that's why our grocery prices and overall product prices are going up. That's one reason for sure. Transportation is so expensive now. Our truck is chipped. We can get more fuel economy or power. Yeah. Yeah, that's really neat. I've always been shocked, TW, why the manufacturers don't do that. Like, if all it takes is a chip to improve your power or your gas mileage, why didn't Ford or, Dodge or anybody do that? It's always been a mystery to me. Let's set up some triangles so we can clean these off real quick, and then we'll put some oil on them. Best part. You guys haven't seen the oiling part. You're here for the best part of this whole process. This whole week has been leading up to this one moment. So we're almost there. Guys, remember we started off with just a few pieces of lumber at the beginning of this week. Here we are. What exactly is the difference between diesel and gas? I don't honestly know. I don't know. 49 has been sitting in my garage in the basement in pieces because my dad had to do some work on it, and they jacked up the frame and never got fixed, huh? Yeah, that's and you can get into a lot of money in those old cars, especially if the parts aren't readily available, right? So I definitely know that feeling, but gas has spark, diesel takes pressure, right? That TV show character, Teddy loves them. Little one was one of the first toys I got him. Oh, the pork chop TV character? I don't know if I know that. Yo, thanks, Babe Ross. Thanks, kits. The oiling, yeah, so the oil just kind of protects it. Again, this are end grain cutting boards. So the way that we've arranged the wood, basically we've cut it and faced all the end grain up. So that makes a really durable cutting board, and it also doesn't dull your knife nearly as quick. And it kind of self-heals. So those fibers of the wood, they're like little straws, and they're all pointed up right now. So whenever you cut into it with your knife, you'll kind of cut between the fibers. And so again, it won't dull your knife as quickly, and the fibers will kind of pull themselves back together. But all those straws are really thirsty for oil. So yeah, it protects the wood, keeps it from warping, keeps it from harboring bacteria and stuff. So actually, it's a really good idea on these cutting boards to oil them and keep them fresh with oil every month or two, especially if you use it a bunch, which is why we include oil. Why are the dogs in there barking so much? We include oil with all of our cutting boards to allow them to be kept fresh easier. There you go, Babe Ross. So yeah. So like restaurants or chefs, people who use cutting boards a lot, they always want wooden end grain cutting boards. You can use plastic or whatever, but if you want a nice wood butcher block, end grain is definitely the way to go. They're much more durable, better on your knife, and just more sanitary as well. Got to save up money now for new rolling chassis. Yeah, lamb chop. I don't know this character, Momo. I don't know. I think this one is going to be my favorite of the bunch. Walnut with little maple stripes. Yeah, this one's going to look real good with some oil. We're getting all the dust off it right now. I'm using denatured alcohol. You can see all the dust that we're removing, all that fine sanding dust. It's just kind of sitting on the surface. We don't want that to be a part of the board. So we're just using denatured alcohol to clean it off. You can see how fast the alcohol evaporates too. So very soon. These are end grain, Chev. Yep. Thanks, Troptics. Sorry, my son called as soon as you say your story timeline. Had a similar relationship with a few friends' dogs that I sit. I love all the doggos. Aw. But yeah, Chev. And again, what, end grain very simply means that that typically, well, I've got another board over here. Oops, I just spilled it everywhere. I've got another board over here that's just the straight grain and how wood typically grows. But again, the reason that these take a lot more time and are kind of special is because we cut the wood in a certain way and point it up, point the end grain up to be able to create these patterns, one, but also to be able to, again, make a more durable cutting board. But yeah, like this one here, you know, this is how wood typically grows. You can see all the grain running this way. So typically you can the only end grain on a board is on the end of the board, right? So that's all end grain here, but this is all side grain. So if you cut into this, and you'll see people, they'll advertise a board like this as being a cutting board. But in reality, I think of this as a serving board. So if you cut into this, one, you're going to be cutting against the grain that's running this way. So, you know, your knife is going to feel that, and as well as you're going to be able to see those scratches in the board as you cut it, right? So if you just chop up a lot of chicken or something, you're going to be able to see all those scratch marks. Where on an end grain board, it should do much better job of not showing them. But the way that we make it, right, you'll see me cut up all these strips, and then to get the end grain facing up, what do you have to do? You have to cut it, cross-cut it, and then flip the board up. So that's what we do, right? We glue up those long pieces of the strips, and then cross-cut it again, and then glue it up again, and you can see all of those individual strips there. So that's how we get the end grain facing up. So it's a two-step process. One, to glue all the pieces together to get our design, and then two, to cross-cut it, face the end grain up, and that's how we get the design. End grain is better for your knives. Yep. Boyd is missing out. He needs to be informed about the song that never ends. Oh no, I think I'm good on that. Do you ever use tack rags as a final clean? Bad Gadget, I do have tack rags, and I could use them. I mean, I've got one right here, actually. The only thing, well, I did have one right here. What happened to it? Oh, there it is. The only thing I don't like about tack rags is I feel like there's always just a little bit of residue. I don't know what's exactly in these. I think it's beeswax, maybe. I feel like there's a chance that some of that residue gets left on the board. I don't know if that's 100% true or not. We've had this kind of discussion before. I do think it probably does a decent job of getting off the dust. I think it does a good job. I don't know. We could. So tacky, Owen. Yeah, no, you. See a nice graphic that shows why end grain works the way it does. Perfect, Chev. Let's take a look. Are the mass-produced cutting boards have end grain or side grain, Leah? Most of them are probably end grain, but I don't know exactly. I don't know exactly how the mass-produced ones do it for so cheap. I mean, I guess it's mainly just because the labor they can get so cheap over there, and you know, if you have really efficient glue ups and stuff like that, you can cut down on the time. Yeah, I would say most of them are typically end grain. I don't own too many butcher block cutting boards. I've got one. I'm pretty sure it is end grain as well. So yeah, this is a good one, Chev, right? So on a face end grain wood, which was like the first one that I was showing you, the other one, you can kind of see how whenever you cut into it with your knife, that it literally is cutting those fibers, and those are never going to rejoin. Where on an end grain board, you kind of cut between the fibers, and the fibers will pull themselves back together, right? So you're not creating the permanent damage like you are on a edge grain board, right? Very good, Chev. Good tack cloths are just beeswax on them. Some others aren't. Yeah, and I don't know. These, I'm pretty sure these were an Amazon special that I probably got way back in the day. I may actually start using them. Let's just, they're definitely easier, and I think probably are a little more efficient. So yeah, good call. Anything with beeswax is better off being warmed and mixing with oil to help pull it deep into the wood. Well, Ernie, yeah, I mean, that's, today I'm just going to be I wanted to go get a soaking container so I could fill it up with mineral oil and then dunk these, but I didn't get one. So we're just going to be coating them in pure mineral oil. And then for the last coat, I'm going to use a mixture that I made that was, can't remember. I think it's 4-to-1. I think it's 4-to-1 mineral oil to beeswax. And I'll show you that mixture. So it's pretty thin. Actually, it's still kind of thick. But yeah, this stuff here. We made this on stream probably a couple months ago. But we'll use some of this as my final coat. And yeah, that beeswax will kind of clog those pores and make it a little more durable. And that's also what we've got little tins of them that we provide with all of our boards. Let's see if I can zoom this camera out. Is it zoomed in? Yo, what's up, Raw Exposure? Welcome in. I always use tack rags for automotive painting, so I figured I would try it on wood. I think just by nature of them. Probably best between coats of lacquer than on bare wood. Yeah, maybe on bare wood they do have more of a tendency to clog up the pores, maybe. But I know people definitely use them, and I think as long as you're not like really trying to rub in there, probably the amount that's left on the surface is pretty minimal. But I don't know if y'all can see the amount of dust that it gets, but it does do a good job. I can get a fresh surface. That gloves remove dust and not to add finish. Right, high tech, yeah. Yeah, these are strictly just to remove dust. I'll use a clean cotton rag to apply the oil. I've seen some people, they'll use like scuff pads to apply oil. I may try that for another coat, but I don't think we'll do that today. We'll just stick with the cotton. Have I ever tried tung oil in boards? I have not, Raw Exposure. I've had that discussion. So whenever I first started making the boards, I had a discussion on what the best finish would be. I talked to somebody else. His name is Omnius. Was a streamer. Hopefully he'll be back one day, but he's in the process of moving houses right now. But he had a lot of success with using tung oil. But he said the only downside to tung oil is that it takes 1 to 2 months for it to fully set up and cure, right? And I think that's the biggest downside. I think it is probably a more durable finish, but the curing time is what I have a problem with, or just I have a challenge with, right? We're typically trying to make these to sell rather quickly, turn around ideally within a week or two, especially since we've been going to these markets and it's the busy time of year. So while I would love to put a more durable finish on, we just don't necessarily have the time to wait a month for the tung oil to cure. I know, I miss Omnius too, TW. He's a really good guy. He's been working hard to try and get his shop ready, so I hope that he's back soon. Maybe in the new year. We'll see some more Omnius streams, but yeah, just can't ask for a better guy. He's also an ER nurse. And does a lot for his community too. So I really hope we get some more Omnia streams soon. How about you, Raw Exposure? The only experience that I have with tung oil was back whenever I used to make knives, and on my wood handles I would always use tung oil. I think I've still got that same bottle that I used to use back then, but it's been a minute. Curious why some people do either steel wool or 3M Scotch Brite pads to add the oil. I think high tech. I think what it is just to do a little like final sanding. Get some just smooth it out a little bit more as you're applying the oil, and maybe they think it kind of drives the oil into it a little better as well. I think I've got some 3M pads. Where are those? Bad Dad gave me some a while back. They in here? Be there. They're back here. Eh, eh, maybe not. I would like to try it though, but we're gonna probably be putting like 5 coats of oil on these. You'll see whenever we start to soak this with the oil, you'll see just how quickly it soaks it up. Again, those straws, the end grain that acts like straws, really is thirsty for the oil. So gotta quench its thirst with many coats of oil. All right, let's just get some cotton rag and let's go for it. I think we'll just pour it straight from the bottle. Lazy AF old streamers, what up, Wrench? Wrench is gonna be back too. Wrench is just taking care of his family, getting acquainted to his new job, but we're gonna see the Wrench's Woodworks. Gonna be back soon, guys. He's gonna be back on his Sunday night cadence for too long. You guys just wait. What up, Wrench? Good to see you, bud. Happy Friday. Hope you're enjoying yourself. I used tongue oil on my flag frame. I think it was not pure stuff though. Yeah, Chev. I've got this. Let me see if I can find it real quick. I don't think mine is pure tongue oil either. Yeah, I've got this Minwax tongue oil, and that's kind of what I used to use, but I'm pretty sure it's not the 100% pure tongue oil either. I think it's got some drying additives. What's happening? Wrench with the 100 bits. Yo, thanks for the Friday biddies, Wrench. Appreciate you, buddy. Thanks for those. Always very generous to do that. So, thanks, man. Hope you're having a good one. Hope you got a good weekend planned. Hell yeah. All right. Let's get some of this mineral oil on here. And this is about to be the best part. You guys ready? Recently swapped the tongue oil just for the fact that it takes no maintenance. I worry that when I sell or give a board out that they will not want to do reapplications. That's true. That's true, raw exposure. And, you know, you got to really rely on the end user to keep the boards fresh and oil them. And maybe that's too much to ask. So I definitely get you there. I can get you a 10.5 hour stream of it? Oh, no. No. Wood Whisperer has a really good video about it. I still like mineral oil beeswax mix too. Yeah, I think I use it to torture people. No. I would like to try thinned out varnish too. I can't remember. There's a video on it as well, and my friend Sasaki Woodworks also likes thinned down varnish. And the theory is that you are allowing the varnish to penetrate into the wood, and it doesn't necessarily create a film on the surface, so it's not at risk of contaminating your food, but it is also like a permanent finish that can keep your board, healthy forever, and not necessarily require any recoats. And you still can, I think, add oil and stuff over the top of it. But for a base coat and for really filling the grain of the wood, it seems like a very good alternative. So maybe I will try that in the future too, but not yet. Work done. Pokemon arrived. Hell yeah, Sai. You and Momo are going to be getting on some Pokemon. Same stuff, Chev. Yeah. I think I probably got that from Home Depot or something. And like I said, it did well. I just haven't used it in so long. Took a lot of tongues to make all that oil. You're not wrong, Random Tinker. Random Tinker, will you scrape your tongue for me and send it on over? Really digging that sapwood walnut maple board on the bottom left. This one here, this one is going to be my favorite, I think, High Tech. I think that's going to be the best one. So we'll save that one for last as a little tease. Same mineral oil I get? Nice. Yeah, this is actually gifted to me by Lidar, our friendly robot moderator here on the stream. So and like 90% of wood finish are food contact safe. Yeah, exactly, Raw. And there's like obviously a huge debate on what is food contact safe and not. But like you said, whenever it's fully cured and set up, there's really not a risk of that anymore. No finishes contain lead anymore. And it's I think it's an old thinking of food safe and not. What's up, Old Man Shoe? Mineral oil and beeswax is what I use on our 100-year-old plus cutting boards. Yeah. And it's a tried and true finish that people like to see and are very comfortable with, right? Old man shoes. So that's the main reason why I choose to use it. You guys ready? Look at that difference already. I just love to see how much different the grain looks. And you may even start to see bubbles. Like, look how quickly I brushed that in. And y'all are going to see how much oil I just put on the surface. This is all going to be absorbed very quickly. Like the surface is already drying up. But just how quickly that soaks it in. And that was a lot of oil on the surface, right? Just like that. Just like that. No more oil. That is the money shot, right? Yep. Noah can't play. She's working hard on the drop. Yes, after Sunday, right, Si? We can maybe get some Thanksgiving. Look how different that is. Isn't that mind-blowing? And especially, I really love cherry. I love the end grain on cherry because cherry is not usually this dark whenever it's just the side grain. But no heat when it soaks in, Chev. No. It just swallows it up. Yeah, it's wild. It's wild to see. I mean, literally, there's not even a drop on the surface. It is all soaked in. I could put another coat on, which I will, and it's just going to soak in even more. So we'll continue to allow it to soak. Again, this is going to be a multiple day process here, so we'll make sure we get the sides and get everything oiled, but this kind of takes a while to make sure that everything is properly saturated. Soak it in that boy juice. That's right. That's right, Si. Yeah, cherry does darken over time, where I think walnut will get lighter over time. And again, this is side grain on the edge of the cutting board, and it doesn't soak up the oil nearly as quickly. Nearly as much oil on that, but it's also interesting. Sometimes you can tell that different woods absorb the oil differently. Like right now, the cherry is dry, and look how you can see the reflection in the walnut, right? So the walnut hasn't completely soaked in the oil, but the cherry and the maple are dry. That's what I'm talking about there. So even the different woods absorb the oil differently, and that's a pretty good demonstration of that right there. Favorite is our 36 by 24 inch one-piece maple breadboard. I bet that is nice. Yep. When I wet leather, you can feel a little heat from the friction caused by the water being sucked into the leather fibers. Wow. Wow. That's surprising, Chev. Look how in the middle too. See all those little dots? That's actually the oil soaking all the way through the top side into the bottom. What's up? What's up, Battle? See that? Those straws pulled the oil all the way through, and that's actually oil coming through the bottom now. Yeah, as soon as I spread it on, I can already see. And literally, sometimes the reaction is so intense that it starts to bubble. And that's not really a reaction, I guess, but man, I want to say some not family-friendly things, but the absorption of the oil is super intense on this first coat. Thanks, TW. That cherry is slurping it up. Yep. It is super thirsty. Why are you so thirsty, Si? We were talking about being thirsty today, and maybe this is why. You're kind of like this cherry, huh, Si? That's kind of crazy, Chev, about the leather for sure. I am trying to watch my words. This is a semi. Okay, I don't know if I really want to brand it as family friendly, but we try not to veer too far off into that because sometimes we can and get ourselves in trouble. And we've already created enough clips today. You know, I'm pretty sure there's already at least 3 clips of me saying weird stuff today. So, board number 1. God, I'm just so thirsty. Probably gonna kill this last bottle of scotch. Hell yeah. I may be thirsty for a little head juice, you know, TW. If there were some crawfish around, I would definitely be sucking some heads right after this, because, boy, I'm getting hungry. Fun to make, suck the sand if it's in grain, yeah. Haven't attempted any cutting boards yet, but definitely, yeah. Yeah, and like I think we were talking about yesterday a little bit, having the drum sander is a lifesaver. It still obviously requires a lot of sanding after that, but yeah, having the drum sander at least takes out a few hours of the work. Now this one is interesting. Again, it looks super bleached out, but this is actually cherry and maple in a checkerboard pattern. I don't think it's going to have as much contrast as I had hoped for. I think the maple that I was using here is a little darker, but let's take a look and see what it's going to be like. Ooh, it may. It's going to have some contrast. It's going to be popping a little bit. Yeah, it's going to be all right. A subtle contrast, right? It is like magic. It's like one of those magic markers, right? Void leans into the clips. No. It was a joke, clearly. You guys don't need to be clipping this stuff. It can just stay in the VOD. It can be our little secret. Just needed a little tan. That's right. All right. Little time at the spray booth. I could use a little tan as well. Times are tough here whenever you're a full-time streamer and you don't get out of your garage too much, you know? Kind of subtle, right, Raw? Thanks, Go. What's up, buddy? Welcome in. Yeah. I've done these before. If you look on the website, there's some that are made out of walnut and maple. So obviously you get a really, well, we'll see it on this one over here. But on this checkerboard pattern, you get a really big contrast in the pieces. But I've kind of liked the subtlety of some of these as well. Thanks, Pan Juggler. Appreciate that. Someone edited and pouring in slow-mo to some sexy sax music. Could do that. Could do that, Sai. That would be the next, next YouTube clips. We need some more. We need some YouTube magic. I haven't been posting there much recently. It just soaks it up so quickly. It's so satisfying. Telling you guys, I was getting frustrated earlier today with how much I was sanding. I was cursing the sanding a little bit, but this is what it's about. This is the moment that makes it all worth it. Any Craigasms in chat? Any Craigasms out there? So again, maple and cherry on this one. We will let that one sit, and we'll move on to the next. This one is also maple and cherry. Let's do that one as well. Thank you, Sai. Thank you. Thank you, Raw Exposure. There we go. So moist. Oh, God, it's so... Oh, this one's got a better pop. This cherry's a little darker, I think. Or maybe it's just the way that it's configured, but check that out. Oh, it's so good. Oh, God. I love oil in my wood. So good. It's so good. Wait, what? Wait, oh, sorry. I'm back. I'm streaming. Oh, okay. All right. Got a little too caught up there for a second. Saw some really pretty chessboards at a Christmas market near me. Wanted to nab a pic and share, but couldn't get close enough. Gotta be a little sneaky sometimes, huh, Go? That's what he said. True. Not wrong. Thanks, Raw. Appreciate the compliments. The wood is doing the talking though. This is Mother Nature at its best right here. I just cut these things up and configured them in a way, but trees are beautiful. Walnut gonna walk you in. Is he making weird noises? Is everything okay out here? I heard you moaning in a really weird way, but didn't want to ask any questions. Yeah, honey, it's all fine. Don't worry. Just the guy out here oiling his wood on camera, you know? We'll pay big bucks to see it, so don't worry. Did my first ever social media Reddit post on one of my projects the other day. Yo, congrats, Rob. What subreddit did you post to? Did you post to r/woodworking? Get on Reddit sometimes. It's a love-hate relationship with Reddit, but congrats on that. I think there's a lot of potential on Reddit. I should be more active. I've done like 1 or 2 posts there, I think, of my woodworking, but nothing very consistent. Everyone is really nice. That's awesome. You know, I think the rule is, Raw, as long as you don't post anything that looks like a BP, you know, the problem is a lot of turnings. People will post like bottle stoppers or stuff like that, and they get ripped to shreds there. And, you know, everybody thinks it's funny, and it is for a minute. And you know, I've turned a lot of things on Twitch, and sometimes things look a little phallic there or of the likes, but yeah, sometimes it's whenever that's literally every comment, it's just kind of a little annoying. But yeah, Reddit's bad for that. Well, boy, I'd be careful with that. Someone can clip that nonsense about you liking to oil your wood. Well, wait, how could they take that out of context? All I'm talking about is oiling my cutting boards here, Leah. I don't understand what anybody could see about that. Nice egg, that's what I'm talking about, Random Tinker. And that's this is the Purple Heart one. Oh, let's go. The egg in quotation marks is funny still. But I know there's some streamers on Twitch who do turnings, and I think have banned any discussion about that, and I totally get it. So, oh, check that out, yo! Ooh, look how dark that walnut is too. Oh, that's a good one. Oh yeah, I think this will be my second favorite. I don't know. We haven't oiled the last one yet, but oh, the cherry soaks it up so fast. Check the cherry. Look how the cherry is no longer shiny. Cherry are these ones here, the second row. Check how that's no longer shiny compared to the other ones. It just soaks it up so much quicker. Almost looks digital, yeah. I like this design. Of course, my wife Walnut, she made all these designs in a program, and we've just been kind of slowly working through them. But yeah, I like this one as well. Pop that. Damn it, Random Tinker. Damn it. We were having such a wholesome stream here, Random Tinker, and then we got a certain individual who likes to clip comps of you out of context. That would be so rude of them, Leah. I can't imagine anybody would do that here on Twitch. That would just be so rude. Mine was a pantry cabinet, and someone did say that it gave them coffin vibes. See, some people just go out of their way to kind of try and be funny, but or mean. I don't know what they're trying to be, but people are just ridiculous. Innocent boy oiling his cutting boards. That's it, Sai. You know what I'm saying? What program do you use to simulate? Let me think. It may say, I've got our designs out here. It may say on the designs. I don't know if Walnut is in here right now. I'm trying to think what it's called. But I think we found it from Stumpy Nubs. I'm pretty sure we watched a video from Stumpy Nubs making end grain cutting boards. Wait, was it Stumpy Nubs? No, it was oh shit. Who does lettuce like? Steve Ramsey. Pretty sure Steve Ramsey shouted out the program. I'll try to look here in just a second. Remind me after we're done. Maybe it'll say on our printouts. But yeah, I think it helps visualize a lot. It does a really good job. No one ever clips out of context. Yeah, Owen. Owen. See him being either of them, both very informative. Yeah, I like both of their videos as well. Yeah, I think surprisingly it was Steve Ramsey. We're dripping a little oil. Times I get a little too ambitious with the oil and can't soak it up quick enough, but oh yeah, 100% TW. The first oiling is where the transformation happens. It's you're opening a window, you're creating contrast in the wood that you didn't even know was there. I like this design as well. With the Purple Heart in there. Good one. It is a good one. We'll let that soak in. We dripped a little bit on the bottom ones. Right. Now for the final one, which I do think will be the best yet. So you guys ready for this? Yo, thanks, High Tech. Appreciate it, buddy. So I think, I can't remember. I may have to go back in the VOD and look. But I think the one with the sapwood here in the middle is a different piece than the walnut on the outside. But I think this one is going to be the prettiest. My voice is going out. We've been streaming for almost 4 hours. Yeah. Typically when my voice goes out. So you guys ready? You guys want me to oil this one? Dude, maybe let's just do a little chat real quick. Maybe let's just set this one down. Okay. Nobody's liking my trolling. Actually, I do need to blow my nose real quick. Hold on. For real. I'm not trolling on this one. All right. We're back. Oh no, we would never stall. We would never stall or anything like that, TW. That would be just wrong. All right, you ready? There's the before. There's the before shot. Hey, no punching. No punching these boards. You not seen how long I've spent on these this week? Now you're just wanting to come in here and punch the boards. That's very rude. Very rude, Pan Juggler. Expected more. Oh. Yes. Sapwood. High Tech Rednet. 100 bits. Biddies for the money shot on that board. Yo. Thank you very much, High Tech. Appreciate the 100 bits, buddy. Oh. You're just making it rain. Making it rain biddies on this board, huh? Oh, that's a good one. Yep. That sapwood is where it's at. Do a little rave. Thanks, Cross. Thanks, Go. Oh, the sapwood. Such a nice contrast in there. Such a nice contrast. Oh my goodness. And look at even the sapwood. Sapwood soaking it up over here. Faster. Oh, that's so fire. Oh, I love this one. We just got we made a sapwood diamond pattern, our large cutting board style. That was one of our first ones to make. Pan Juggler with 200 bits, making it rain. Yo, thank you so much, Pan Juggler, for the 200 bits, making it rain on this oiled wood. Nobody can resist the oiled wood. Appreciate that, Pan Juggler. Thanks, High Tech, as well, for the bits. Leah with the 19 bits. Thanks, Leah. Oh, you guys want me to see me oil this backside of this one too? Yeah, this is a 2-for-1 oiling. get a little backside action as well. You wouldn't want to miss out on the backside here. So let's give this one a nice oiling as well. Here we go. Oh, it's so dark. It's so dark. It's so moist. TW with the 10 bits. Thank you. Thank you. We're getting rained on right now. Let's go. Let's go. Oh man. I'm so much happier now. I'm telling you, I was getting a little angry earlier. I was cursing all this sanding. I was not happy. But this makes it all worth it. Cross, thank you for the 100 bits as well. Kicking off a hype train. You guys, too kind. Too kind. Appreciate that, Cross. Now I can see the Owen Boyd out of context clip. Wait, what? What? Yo, thanks, Allison. Appreciate it. Thanks for being here today as well. Totally what he said. I don't know how it could possibly out of context. Because you guys, whenever you clip those kind of things, don't you cut them off and you start them at awkward times and nobody knows what was being talked about. That's the problem. Let's add a little bit more to these. They're still looking thirsty, so as long as they still soak it up, we'll keep putting some on. TW with the 10 bits, Owen with the 10 bits. Appreciate y'all. Thank you, thank you. I do like these cherry and maple more than I thought. Whenever I put some mineral spirits. Oh, what's happening? High tech redneck. We going in. That's what I'm talking about. Fucking go. They do go yeet. And they stay there. Who's got some bobs in chat? Anybody got any bobs in chat for those 5 gifted subs coming from High Tech Redneck? Yo, I really do appreciate that, High Tech Redneck. Been great to meet you. Great to meet you this week. Glad you've been hanging out, and man, I do really appreciate those 5 gifted subs. That is very, very generous of you, buddy. Thank you. Thank you very much. I saw one of those gifted subs went to Boyd's Bespoke Twerk as well. That's just so nice that the algorithm picked them out of everybody to give a sub to. Boyd's Bespoke Twerk. It was in chat, I think, yesterday, but that's awesome. Thanks for the bobs as well, everybody. Hell yeah. Appreciate that. That's what's up. That's what's up. A little party. Oh yeah. Oh, here, what's happening? What's happening, Kids Creations? I'm gonna do a little jam. Yeah, let's get a bop going. Let's go. Okay. Yeah. That's some good wood, oil, and music right there. Hell yeah, kids. Thank you for the 500 bits. That's a lot of biddies. I appreciate that. Thanks, kids. Thank you, thank you. Getting into level 3 of the hype train. If we do finish out level 3, of course, we will do a magnet giveaway. Still think we are behind in getting those out, but I promise soon. We will get those out. Thanks for all the bobs. Look at all the hype in chat. Yo, let's effing go. Appreciate that, guys. Thank you. Random Tinker, what is that? You put some sunglasses on me? TW with the 10 bits. Thank you. Oh, High Tech. That was some deep fake. Yeah, that started out from Random Tinker actually there in chat. He started to make deep fakes of everybody. And eventually we just embraced it. And we just went with them. Raw Exposure. Gift and a sub to Lawson Tree Wood Art. Yo, appreciate all the hype, guys. Really do thank y'all. This is our full-time job. We do this woodwork and streaming full-time, and all of these bits, gift subs, and all of that do help us on our journey. So yeah, I just want to thank all of y'all for contributing to the hype train. Just being here is amazing, but choosing to spend some of your hard-earned money here and support the stream does mean a lot. So thank you very much, Raw Exposure. TW gifting a sub to the channel as well. Thank you guys. Thank y'all. Showed a lot of love this week. I know. Consistency is something that's been tough recently. But we're getting back into it. We're feeling the vibes again. And yeah, thanks for being here for the adventure. It means a lot, guys. So thanks TW for that gifted sub. Raw Exposure, appreciate that as well. Thanks to everybody so far for contributing to this hype train. Let's go. Let's go. All right. So they've all gotten a pretty good oiling. I guess we'll oil that walnut one a little bit more and get a little more oil on it. But they're still soaking it up. Wait, what's happening here? Tits! 1,000 biddies. That deserves a baby yeet. Uh-huh. Little baby yeet action. Haven't heard this one in a while. Oh, not this part though. No, wait. Oh. I didn't get the block up in time. Any bobs in chat? That's what I like to see, TW. Kits with the 1,000 bits. Thank you so much, Kits. You guys are always so kind. You and the missus, I really do appreciate you guys. Raw Exposure coming back with 100 more bits. Yo, thank you so much, Raw Exposure. You guys showing big love right now. It does mean a lot for sure. Like I said, we do this full time. We got a dream of where we want to be. We're not quite there yet, but every day we get a little bit closer. We're trying to stay on our grind. And for you guys being here, Walnut. Hi. 29 months, huh, Walnut? What did I just get back into? Well, Tom, we started oiling our wood on stream, and started to really rub it in there nice and deep like. And all of a sudden, Tom, people just started making it rain. I don't know, Tom. But yeah, let's go. Look at the bobs, not the twerks though. We don't need any of those twerks in chat. What's up, Tom? Happy Friday to you. Man, look at this board, guys. I'm in love. Shit, high-tech redneck. Popping 1,000 more biddies. I just want to see it again. Got that for you, high-tech redneck. But not this last part though, right? High-tech, you don't want to see this. Oh, I'm so glad we can share that. Not once, but twice today. I'm so glad that we can share the twerk, but that is a whole lot of bits, a whole lot of support. Thank you very much, High-Tech Redneck. I don't even know what level we're on right now because it just says we're trying to beat a record. But I think we've at least passed level 3, so we've got a giveaway to do. If we do pass level 5, there's one more box over there waiting to potentially be played with what's in the box. Or, of course, you can choose a magnet if we do beat level 5. I've been thinking, I think very soon, maybe as early as next week, after we get the last what's in the box done, I've got a new system that we're going to throw out there. So very soon, we will be Love It High Tech. Sure is a thing. It sure was a time. And thanks for making that happen for a second time, High Tech. Appreciate that. I love that tail wiggle. Oh, TW. Boy, was that a day. That was, we'll have to tell that story again sometime. Maybe I'll need a few drinks before that as well. But Twerky Boyd in a onesie. That wasn't me. That was my brother. That was my brother Droid, who was there doing the twerking. That wasn't me. I wouldn't do such a thing. I would not disrespect my drill press over there. I would not disrespect it in that way. So, yes, was a time. One of the other streamers I watch has a Shark Cat redeem where she wears it and does the trap remix of Baby Shark 2. That's hilarious, High Tech. I love it. Yeah, Owen I don't know how the Baby Shark. I think it was because of Baby Skew and Woodcraft by Owen bringing that into the community, and then we just had to make it a thing. We had to really lean into it. You know, there's two things you can do whenever you have an embarrassing moment on stream. You can just deny it to the end and try to erase all your memory and chat's memory and any trace of it online, or you can just lean into it. And well, we're trying the lean into it thing, but obviously we've got the emote, we've got multiple emotes out there, but it was a time that happened in April of 2021 is when that timeless moment happened. So. And you learn that very quickly, High Tech, that someone is always watching and someone has always got their finger on that clip button to try to, like, there's another one, Random Tinker.
I changed my
Well, that's good that you decided to change your underwear there, Random Tinker. All right. So, where are we in the hype train? Are we at level 4? I think we're at level 3, maybe. We did complete the level 3 with an amazing amount of support during that hype train. I really do want to thank you guys. 8 gifted subs, 3,000 bits. That's a lot of bits, guys. You guys deserve a giveaway, and let's make that happen right now. So, thank you all so much again for the hype train, everybody who contributed. Let's go back and review them one more time. High Tech Redneck with 100 bits, Pan Juggler with the 200 bits, Leo with 19, TW with 10, Cross with 100 bits, TW with 10, Owen with 10, High Tech Redneck with 5 gifted subs. That's amazing. Kits with 500 bits, came back with 1,000 bits later. Appreciate that, Kits. TW with 10 more bits, Raw Exposure, and TW with the gifted subs, Walnut with the sub, and then High Tech Redneck with 1,000 bits, Raw Exposure with 100 more in there as well. You guys are amazingly generous for that. Thank you very much. And let's do a little giveaway. So let me set it up real quick, and we will do that just before we head out for the day. We'll call it a night there, see who is online, and we will we'll find somebody to raid. So let's try and make sure that, see, is it working? Is it working? Not quite. Hello, Lack Tools. It's going to be exclamation mark. Oh, that's why. It's going to be exclamation mark hype train whenever this comes up. So join exclamation mark hype train. This one is going to be for one of our magnets. So we've got we've got the Nymphoboid. Oh man, this little tray really needs to be cleaned out. Really does. But if you haven't seen our magnets, exclamation mark hype train to get in. These will ship worldwide for free. Well, free for you at least. But we've got my logo. We've got the Team Walnut over there. We've got the 2 Nymphoboids, which nobody wants. We could just cover those up. Nobody would want those. Error 404 and the Yeet, all made out of acrylic. They have magnets on the back, so you can put them wherever you wish. So yeah, that's what the hype train reward will be for this. So let's go make sure everybody is in. Again, exclamation mark hype train to get in. I'm calling my win now, and it's always and only Nymphoboid. No, kids, that would. It's Friday, kids. We don't have to do it. Don't do it to me, kids. All right. Let's one more time. Call out there for exclamation mark hype train if you want to join the giveaway here. So make sure you see your name on there as well. What's up, Burger?